Brad Williams, Excel Prime, shade every 3 rows using conditional formatting. We're going to act as though we're the conditional formatters, okay? This is looking at how Excel is going to highlight every 3 rows. Here, we're going to use ISEVEN. We're going to use ISOdd. We're also going to throw in the ceiling function and the row function because we have to identify even rows and the odd rows. Let's take a look here. The ceiling function is used to round up a given number to the nearest multiple. Okay, we know that. The key thing here is identifying the multiple. The multiple is going to be how many rows? 3. How are we going to get there? We're going to use the row function. It's sort of an offset. Here is the even. Here is the odd. We'll input this into conditional formatting to do this. We're not going to color this ourselves. This is the input, the formulas we're going to input into conditional formatting. The rows, given that the first row of data is located in row 5, we apply an offset of 4 in this example. Row 4, right here. Row, this is going to be 5 because we're in 5. We're not looking at relative rows. We're just looking at row minus 4. If we were to try to do this, starting up here, we're going to get 1, 2, well, this is how we get row 1. And then we're just going to copy that down. The result is then passed on to the ceiling function, which adjusts all incoming values so that they add up to a specified multiple of n. What am I talking about? F5. F5 is 1. Remember, ceiling number, the significance. What do we do here? We know our significance is going to be 3. F1 is 1. We have to, and we're rounding up. Why is the outcome 3? Well, because we're rounding up. The closest multiple will be 3. Here, same thing. F6 is going to be 2. Row 6 minus 4. Row 7. So the significance is 3. Why? Because we elected to deal with 3 rows at a time. Go down. What's the significance? Row minus 4 is 4. Here, what's the significance? F8 is going to be 4. Our significance is 3. 3 divided by 3 is equal. So now we divide 4 divided by 3 is going to be 1 point something, but we have to round up. So the closest multiple would be 6 divided by 3. That's why we roll up. And then here it's equal. We go down here and we have row minus 4, 7. What is the closest multiple to 7? It's going to be 3 times 3 times 3, and so on and so forth, okay? We take this information and we divide it by 3 because we need even and odd. We have to divide this information by 3. And here we have our odd numbers, and we have our even numbers, and odd and even. Pretty nifty, yeah? ISEVEN is going to look at this, and it's going to say, is this even or is this odd? And this is going to be a 0, 0, 0, 1. And then odd is going to go 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. It's bulky. It's cumbersome. Conditional formatting, go to manage rules. Why is this not working? You have to be in your range. Anywhere in your range, conditional formatting, manage rules. And if you're not familiar with this, if you haven't highlighted your range, you may have to readjust this here. Here, we have edit rules and we have ISEVEN. And the reason this shows up as ISEVEN, and you're asking, well, where's ISOdd? It's because we're in ISEVEN. If we highlight this entire range, go back to conditional formatting, hit manage format, we should, oh, sorry. The goal here is to shade every 3 rows. So we're only going to shade, I chose positive. If you want to color odds, you would just put odd. If you want 2 different colors, then you would put is even as rule 1 and is odd as the second. And then change the color. Go back over this, read this, look at the anatomy. As I said, the best way to pick this thing apart is literally pick it apart. Here's our formula. I just broke this down. I took rows -4 here. I took ceiling, and then I just captured F5 because that's our row. Isn't that what this says here? Row -4. Okay, I just put that in here, took F5, and then followed this format. I didn't go with the ISEVEN because we don't need to deal with that. Tear it apart, piece by piece, until you can see it. Until you can sit there and go, I can explain this now. I can take this step by step and I can explain it. Or I can put it into practice. Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Off to the next tutorial.